Howdy folks, Andrew Claymore again, this time driving the Renault FTAC. This is not my favorite anti-tank weapon. It's average in terms of hit points, not a very good radio, drives very slowly. It's not the worst armor, but it is a fairly accurate gun, as you can see it being put to work here. The armor, not the worst, but you compare it to a T-18, which has 51 at the front, 32 sides, 25 at the rear. And you come back to this and see 16 mil all around. Suddenly it's not looking so safe. Now, of course, there's trade-offs. The T-18 had good armor and is twice as fast, but in real life it was based on the M3 chassis, and I'm pretty sure that means it had the radial aircraft engine, which uses high-octane fuel, and I believe the M3 in North Africa has been known to brew up from a close incendiary round miss fired by the Germans because it had a cloud of high-octane fuel vapor floating above it while it's idling the hull down. So there's some trade-offs you want to make there in real life. In the game, I vastly prefer the T-18 over this vehicle. Still, this is not terrible. We're sort of past the initial madness, got a couple of kills, our scouts are moving up, and we're very good scouts in this game. No hesitation, very brave. And not just suicide scouting either, they're getting into good spots, and they're waiting for enemy movement to reveal itself. So we play the waiting game, because nobody brought cards. So I'm indulging in a little spec fire because I've got a ton of ammunition in this thing. There's usually someone hiding in those windows and bushes next to them. There we go.
Penetration.
Still getting used to how much to lead these rounds. They're much higher velocity than the howitzer rounds. T-18. At this point, I'm just guessing. Someone spotted, but nowhere that I can shoot at. So try some likely spots in the bushes. I know this will give your position away sooner or later, but I didn't really have high hopes for this match anyway, so I thought I might just try to flush them out. And there's somebody, a T-18. My favorite tank destroyer at Tier 2. Hard to pen, but if you can get it under the gun. Which I didn't there, but this round also didn't do any damage. Someone else finished that one off. But I got one lucky shot in him, and I know somebody was sitting there. So again, a lot of ammo. Just put a bit of spec fire into that spot. And it looks like we got another T-18 here. Flushed him out of his spot. He's moving. I'm seeing the side armor at this point. Just enough room I can fire without hitting my teammate. So this accuracy does come in handy. Had I been in the T-18 with the Dune cannon, no chance would I have fired that round, because it's got as much chance of hitting friendlies as enemies. But now we have an incursion in our rear. Let me okay, phrasing. So these guys have been playing a good match. They've managed to arrive in our base in force, although heavily beat up. I'm going to concentrate for the moment on this T-18 in my front. That guy's 100% health, but he's beyond the dead ground, and I don't know how long it will take him to work his way around. I'm trying to keep this rock on my right flank, because once I'm lit up, it's not just these guys in front of me I'm worried about, it's the guys in their base, waiting for opportunities. So not much of a shot for a T-18, but it's flushing him, or her. She's coming towards me, and I get a lucky shot, probably in the gun mantle, or under the gun. Now, I know there's somebody back there. I don't have XBM on this version. I remembered seeing them go that way. Can we do it?
Enemy armor is damaged.
Lucky damage roll. And that's the end of them.
Enemy armor is destroyed.
So fast firing, accurate, fairly decent gun depression, terrible traverse. I can't bring myself to really like this guy.
Enemy is hit.
I know,
They're
churlish,
knocked
right?
out.
Because the darn thing is killing stuff left and right. But I feel so constrained, sitting in this tank, trying to react to enemy maneuvers with this kind of traverse speed. I think the gun itself has a traverse speed that's something like half that of the T-18, and I think the arc is a lot less. So some of the versatility I like to see in my tank destroyers just isn't there for this vehicle. So, down to two of us. We managed to even up the odds a bit. Get a panic shot there. Let's settle down.
Enemy armor is hit.
Put some hurt on him. Now there's that weak armor
Penetration.
coming to play. Unlucky damage roll. I'd like to get further in behind this rock. Can't do it with him right there. I'm exposed on my right flank if he's got anyone backing him up. But the NC saves me. Thank goodness, he's on the ball. This is kind of why I didn't want to rush out and attack them just yet. The odds were against us. They had artillery if we got spotted out in the open. But, thanks to a good shot from the NC, we were down to 2-2, and one of theirs is artillery. I like those odds. Because it means if we can find their tank before they're arty, we can try and focus fire and destroy them quickly before the arty can take us both out. Gives us a chance at winning this match still. So, I have the storm moment. Complaining about the traverse on my vehicle. Wow. So we'll move up, take a look. But not a long one, because I'm on low health. Teammate thinks that he's by the building in J4. He seems a fairly clever fella, so perhaps we should go after him. That's good advice there, go together. When you're down to 2 tanks, it's even more important than ever that you need to cooperate. So I'm pulling out. I'm thinking we can go down this flank. I'm going to pull up and get a better spot from up here. Not seeing anything. It looks like the NC wants to go down along the lake, and he makes good sense. Going down the center gives us a better chance of responding to the unexpected if they happen to be going around the hill. So, yeah. I'm going to follow him. He's volunteering to go first and spot the enemy. Which is a good plan. He's full health. He's probably got a better view range, I'm not sure. But it is best to have the tank first and the tank destroyer second. Because he can respond much more quickly to a surprise flank attack. And from a distance, I don't have to traverse quite as much to back him up. So we're coming down the side of the lake, and his idea is proven to be the correct one because there is the enemy tank.
damaged.
Get an average damage roll. One more blind shot.
Enemy
Oh, I've
armor
got
is
him now. We gotta get
destroyed.
moving. Change direction, because they do have an artillery unit, and he knows where we are. There is the possibility he's AFK. It's kind of looking that way, because I don't see him shooting. Oh, he dunked a shot into the ground. Thurman gets him. So, very good round. Lucky to have good teammates. So we end up with Master Gunner, Master Tanker Badge, Sharpshooter, and Top Gun. And that's largely due to the fact that we had a really good team on our side, doing some good scouting, and at the very end, a very good teammate left to work with. And you can see we've got 7 kills, 873 damage, over 700 experience points. So it was very, very lucky. Which seems to be the mantra every time I have a good match, but yes, it depends a lot on the luck of the draw and who you get to work with. So, not a bad result, not that difficult to get a Master Badge, obviously, in this vehicle, but it is not my favorite tank. I still prefer the T18. It's just more versatile, I think. As always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you out there.